Srinath Reddy, President, Public Health Foundation of India, New Delhi. He has formerly headed the Department of Cardiology at All India Institute of Medical Sciences. Professor Reddy is the first Indian to be elected as Foreign Associate Member of the National Academy of Medicine of the Science USA. Also, he has served on many WHO expert panels and has been the President of the World Health Federation. We welcome you, sir, and I request you to please read few words.
Greetings to all the dignitaries who are gracing this conference and to all the distinguished delegates who are providing great momentum to tobacco control in India as well as elsewhere in the world. As Martin Luther King said, change does not roll in inevitably on the wheels of inevitability. So it calls for continuous struggle. So tobacco control gives us that very clear message that we do need to continue our struggle. We have had many successes so far, but the tobacco industry is capable of providing a great deal of resistance at every step of our progress. It masquerades in many forms, and it offers its services to different stakeholders in society in times of crisis, including at the time of COVID-19. It tries to position itself as an important pillar of progress in society, while essentially its aim is to sell its ware to people who are very vulnerable, including women and children. We recognize that we do require multi-sectoral actions at various levels in order to control and contain the tobacco menace. For this, we also require the confluence of multiple disciplines across different sectors to work together in order to ensure that the agenda of tobacco control is advanced without interruption. So this particular conference is very valuable in ensuring that we share not only our passion for tobacco control, but our experience and our knowledge in how best we can actually counter the tobacco industry, at the same time assist multi-sectoral initiatives in advancing in their objective of containing tobacco menace in this country and elsewhere too. Obviously, we have many items on the agenda of this conference which address the challenges of tobacco control, and I'm sure each of them will be explored in detail by the various speakers. However, ultimately, it is the confluence of multiple initiatives that will ultimately bring about more effective tobacco control synergistically and influencing the actions of all the stakeholders, whether it is central and state governments or NGOs or the academia or community-based organizations, is going to be very important. It is also very important that we position tobacco control in the larger context of the national development agenda, whether it is in the context of universal health coverage or whether it is in the context of equitable socioeconomic development. Because unless we engage other players who are also pursuing their agendas of sustainable development, we will not be able to build the broad public health movement that is necessary for the success of tobacco control. So while giving detailed attention to areas that which particularly interest us, it is absolutely important for us to also engage with other groups who are looking at environmental issues, sustainable development issues, women's rights issues, food and agriculture issues, all of these, and child rights issues, and try and bring them all under the big tent where we can together fight for sustainable development and position tobacco control as a common agenda rather than the agenda of one passionate group which is pursuing it in a single lane rather than in tandem with other movements for sustainable development. I wish the conference all success in its deliberations, and thank you very much for this opportunity to be part of the conference.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for highlighting the importance of focusing on women and children groups and the initiatives that need to be undertaken to advance the tobacco control movement in the country. Thank you, sir.